touch our collective hearts as a country, as many are eagerly awaiting to find out the cause. The FCT command of the Nigerian police says it has forwarded the autopsy results conducted on the late Osinachi Nwachukwu to the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, for vetting and possible prosecution. The FCT Police Public Relations Officer, Joseph Ada, says the autopsy was conducted on the late popular gospel singer to demystify the circumstances surrounding her death. Babajide, we're in a country that, yes, we have one-way narrative, and I don't know, what if this autopsy does not give credence to that narrative that she was, battered by her husband, beaten by her husband till she entered to the state of coma?
Well,
nothing to substantiate it.
That's an hypothetical question. The thing is, she was injured on her chest, and the doctors were not told why. The doctors were not told why. The doctors felt if they had told them the exact reason for that sharp pain that she was going through, if, for example, they had told her, they would have known what to do. But you just, she too, until her death, continued to protect her husband, continued to give the impression that it's a perfect marriage. There are many marriages that we have in this country that are far away from perfect. There are so many women and men living the lie, going on social media to paint a picture that is rosy. Whereas in their home, they get flogged by Ashofi. They will like Ashofi. But they will give the impression that all is where they will publish pictures of their wives, their children and all that, the smiling husband. Whereas that smiling husband is a beast. Yeah. So if they had told them that, okay, there was a scuffle, she was hit, maybe those doctors would have treated her better. But you and I know that anything could happen. You see, this sort of, I'm not so excited about what is coming, but I could see that the Minister of Women Affairs is piling the pressure. She not only went to the home of these people, she went to see the IG and made the IG to bring this person out of detention. And was paraded before the family members. So the woman is not joking about the matter. She's eager to have this guy. It's like she had had so much that she's convinced that
build up to
nothing could have caused this woman's death except that beating. Yes. So the autopsy that the police now have in their possession will show us exactly the cause. But if the injury to her chest, if they can prove, if the autopsy can prove that
not as a result
she was punched there, this fellow is in trouble, because the fury of an angry woman, the fury of a woman who is really, really distressed, as we have seen with the minister, because she was saying that even that they have told the president, they are not going to leave this guy alone. No. If the autopsy shows the slightest hint there was that of physical assault, that man is gone to jail.
Now, the same narrative, when the schoolboy that was said to have been beaten, battered and everything, and the emotions, everybody was saying justice must take cost, we must get to the root of this thing. And perhaps when the autopsy came out, the autopsy was contrary to what everybody expected.
The boy's case is in court. And as such, we maybe must be a bit careful postulating on it. But whichever way it goes, like BKO said, this is going to be a test case for marriages and for the church. Let me say all religious institutions. Because beyond the general issue of domestic violence, people are beginning to use this to question what those who conduct marriages in terms of being counselors, being this, being that, and church leaders or religious leaders are doing to tackle this issue of domestic violence. Because like Bikio said, we all hide under this facade of nobody must know that something is wrong in the home. Nobody must know that my husband beats me, that my wife beats me, or punishes me. So, it may not have been established directly as a result of the beating, but one thing we have gotten to know now is domestic violence was involved. And that was what led to our going to the hospital. Yes. So we must then begin to ask ourselves pertinent questions about the way we live a lie.
Just fooling ourselves.
Fooling ourselves. The make-believe world as if we are acting Nollywood. As if we are in a Nollywood drama and everybody makes it look like everything is fine. So many things are not fine in marriages. And I must, Vicky, commend the Minister of Women Affairs on this call.
Yes.
I'm also very passionate about this because you cannot deprive a woman being of everything that she has in life, even when she's the one who is providing all the resources, and then beat such a person to death. And you think you are just going to walk away like that. Yeah. Even if no lesson has been learned, keeping him with the police for this long, it will be enough for him. Teach him a lesson. Because you don't wake up and keep eating other people, making them look as if they are your slaves.
Quickly, Vicky, this till death do us part syndrome, that your husband is abusing you on a daily basis, or
your wife is abusing you.
But sir, I don't know, because in the Western world, it's not difficult to walk away.
No, it's not difficult to walk away, and they don't fool themselves the way we fool ourselves. And look, even men in the US, for example, know that if they get reported. Look at the man you boy in Greenwood.
Yeah.
19-year-old, okay, just 20 years, he just clocked 20. And he beat his girlfriend. Yeah. If he's not careful, that is the end of his career.
Because he's even been suspended.
He has not, even the club, they've dropped his the merchandise, they've dropped everything that has to do with him. So the society frowns at such acts of violence. But here, they will say, I don't want to leave my children. But when you die, your children will live on.
Exactly.
So say you remain where you are going to be killed, because you say, if I leave the marriage now, my children will suffer. So it makes no sense. If there's a choice between life and marriage, you've got to choose life over marriage.